All right, so now we're going to take a look at the solo. The solo is in D minor, and the first idea goes like this. Starting off 13th fret on the B string, we're then going to bend up a whole step from the 13th fret of the B string, grab 10 on the high E, 13, 10 on the B. Now from the 12th fret of the G string, we're going to do a pre-bend. So bend up a half step, strike the note, release the bend, pull off to the 10th fret. Back to the 12th fret of the G string, followed by the 10th fret of the G string. If you can get a pinched harmonic there, all the better. G string, 9, 10, 9. 10, pull off to 9. 12 on the D, 9 G. 10 on the D, strike 10 again, slide to 12. Here's the next phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we're going to start off 10 to 12 on the A string, 10 on the D, 12 on the A, 12D, 12A, 10, 12 on the D string, 10 on the G string, 12 on the G, bend up a whole step, release the bend, pull off to 10, 12 on the G. Now back to the 2nd fret of the G string, we're then going to slide up and grab 13 on the B string. Bend up a whole step from the 15th fret of the high E string and then play 15, 13 on the high E string. Followed by 12, 13, 12 on the high E, 15 B, 12 high E, 13, 15 on the B. Now 13, 15 on the B once again. 17, pull off to 13 on the high E string. 15, 13 on the B string. Once again, let's review that phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the next idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. (15 B, 13 high E), 17 pull off to 13 on the high E, 15 pull off to 13, 12, 13, 12. Now to the B string, 13, 14 on the G string. Now I'm going to play 12 on the high E, 13 on the B, 14 on the G. Followed by 13 on the B, 15 on the B string. I'm going to bend up a step and a half, release the bend, pull off to 13. Back to 15 on the B string. So once again, here's this phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the next phrase. So here I'm going to start with a whole step bend from the 13th fret of the B string and then grab 10 on the high E. 13-10 on the B, bend up a whole step from the 12th fret of the G string, play 10 on the B, 10 on the high E, 13-10 on the B, 12-10 on the G string, bend up a whole step from the 12th fret of the G string, release the bend, pull off to the 10th fret, grab 12 on the D, 12-10 on the G, 12-10 on the D string, once again 12-10 on the D string, 8-7-5, 10-8-10, back to the 12th fret, now 10th fret G and B strings together, repeat those two notes, grab the 12th fret on the G and the B string, bend up slightly and then come back down and play the 10th fret on the same two strings. Back to the 12th fret to the 10th fret on the same two strings, followed by the 12th fret on the D string 2 times. So once again, here's the phrase that we've just learned. All right, well now we're going to look at the second half of the solo, and we're going to divide this into 4 separate sections. The first section goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to start off on the low E string, 6, 5, 6, 8. Then we're going to slide up to 10, followed by 8, 10, to the A string, 7, 8, 7, 8, 10. So far we've done this. D string 7, A string 10, back to the D string 7, 8, 10, 8, 10, 7 on the G, stay on the G string, 9, 7, 9, 10, strike 10 once again, slide to 12. So that's the first piece. Here's the second piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to start on the low E string, 8, 6, 8, 10. 7 on the A string, 10 on the low E, 7, 8 on the A string, 10, 8, 10 on the A string, 7 on the D string, 8, 7, 8, 10 on the D, 7 on the G, 10 on the D, 7, 9 on the G, 10, 9, 10 on the G string, 8 on the B string, 8 slide to 10 on the B string. So that whole phrase, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the third piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we're going to start on the low E string, 8, 6, 8, 10, to the A string, 8, 7, 8, 10, D string 7, A string 10, 7, 8 on the D string, 10, 8, 10 on the D string, followed by 7 on the G, 9, 7, 9, 10 on the G string, 12, 10, 12 on the G string, 10 on the B string, 11, 10, 11, 13 on the B string, and then just tremolo pick on the 10th fret of the high E string. So once again, here's the third piece of this section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play some 16th note triplets. Here's the final phrase. All right, so the first 6-note pattern starts off 13, 12, 10 on the E string, 13, 11, 10 on the B string. The next 6-note pattern, 11, 13, 15 B, 12, 13, 15 high E. And the next 6-note pattern, 15, 13, 12 on the high E, 15, 13, 11 on the B. Shift positions, 13, 15, 17 on the B string, 13, 15, 17 on the high E string. Now we reverse that, 17, 15, 13 on the high E, 17, 15, 13 on the B string. Shift positions for the final time here, 15, 17, 18 on the B, 15, 17, 18 on the high E string. Now we reverse that, 18, 17, 15 on the high E, 18, 17, 15 on the B string. And once again, 15, 17, 18 on the B string, 15, 17, 18 on the high E string. And the last note of the solo, 17 on the high E string. So that whole section with the 16th note triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4.